on camera, off camera, in person, virtually, it don't matter. This past trip that I took, I didn't wear makeup at all. I just felt like I didn't have time to actually do my makeup. So we're doing our makeup today. I'm going to start with priming the skin, as I always do. I did already kind of prep the brows for a little bit of pencil filling or whatever, but nothing crazy. I'm just using the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I still haven't gotten a new primer, so I'm still waiting on suggestions. Feel free to leave them down below for me, but yeah, still using the same thing. I really just love this as a primer, and I'm going to use it until it's gone, which it's almost there. So we're going to actually be putting on foundation today, although I want not too heavy of a look and I don't want something super full coverage. I still want foundation. I just really want to pile on the makeup. I'm going to use my NARS Soft Matte. This is in Sucre de Org, and I'm going to use this brush, this dual-ended brush that's for your brows specifically, but I'm going to use this just to carve underneath and just kind of clean up the brow area before I go in with my pencil. I guess you can say I have kind of switched around the way that I do my brows now ever since I started using the Rare Beauty brow gel. It's just, I don't know, it's a little different but still the same at the same time. I'm not going to do any shadow today, so I'm not going to need to prime my lids completely, but maybe just cover up any discoloration and just kind of make it look even, if you will, without putting too much product. I did make a Sephora purchase, and I have like all the things that I've gotten from Sephora. I'm not using anything in today's video because I don't have that kind of time, but I promise I will be doing videos using those products. But I don't want to bombard you guys with like a whole bunch of products in one video, so it will essentially be spread out between maybe like 2 or 3 videos, because there are some things that I got for like a certain kind of makeup look that I'm trying to go for, and so on and so forth. So those products, I promise, will be revealed soon. I do want to do a like short form type of content video, whether it's reels or shorts or whatever, of the haul itself, so that you guys can just see everything that I've gotten in one like video if you're just interested in that part. But of course, if you want to see the products in action and how they work and my thoughts and opinions on them, then obviously stay tuned to the channel and make sure you're subscribed. I know I said I wanted to put on, you know, a lot of makeup or whatever, but that's just me being dramatic. Let me just... And I'm also using the products that I packed to initially use while I was out there in Charlotte. If you guys haven't seen that vlog, it'll be down in the description. It's not my best vacation vlog, if you will, but it's a vlog nonetheless. So if you guys want to check that out, it'll be there for you. I'm going to use the bigger side to just start blending this in. There's a lot that we did that I didn't get on camera. Number one, I really want to talk about this. There was like this, it's not necessarily an escape room, but it's at District 57, and I think it's called the Grid. Yeah, that's what it's called. And it's like rooms, like a lot of rooms. You pay for a certain time slot of how long you want to play for, and there's a whole bunch of rooms with all these different things for you to do. But when I tell you, it was so hard, I felt so stupid. Like, for real. We didn't necessarily have enough time because we had dinner reservations that we had to get to. So we only played for, I want to say, an hour. They do recommend to like really get a feel for what you're doing and how to play for like an hour and a half. But we did have fun at the end of the day, so that's really all that matters. But girl, it was hard. It's not an escape room though, because you're not locked in and you don't have to, you know, figure out puzzles to get to the next room, although that kind of thing is fun too. That's not what it was. But just look it up. I couldn't bring my camera or my phone in there. We were only allowed to have one phone, and that was because that phone had like the little map of all the different rooms to let you know like where you were at in each room and all that good stuff. So just to basically help you navigate, but girl, it was fun, but it was hard. Concealer, I had brought my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I meant to get another one of these. This is the one product that I meant to purchase and I forgot. So I really need to, oh snap. I'm actually going to take it down the bridge of my nose, right here on the side, just for a little extra coverage and just a small amount right there. I don't really put product up there too much, but since we want more makeup than normal, we are going to do that. And I'm going to use the same brush to, no I'm not, I lied. So I'm going to use it to start, and then I do have a clean puff that's not from TJ Maxx. If you guys seen my last Get Ready With Me, I really don't like the ones from TJ Maxx because they shed and they're thin too. That's another thing that I noticed. So I will stick to buying my puffs from Amazon, but there are some from Real Techniques that I want to try. I just haven't found it yet, but when I do, I will let you guys know. I believe they're in Target, and I believe they're in Ulta as well. I don't know the last time I actually like really used a makeup puff to do my makeup, but I was obsessed with this. I just hadn't because, truth be told, they were all dirty, which is why I bought more, thinking that it would work the same, and it did not. So, moral of the story, wash your brushes, your sponges, and anything else that you use for makeup. And then, of course, we need to hit our face with some foundation. So I'm going to put some of this on, and I'm going to blend it with the sponge as well. But I'm going to spray my face with some of this item One Hit spray, which again is like a multifunctional spray. You can use it for prepping, priming, whatever. I'm going to dab a little bit on my forehead. I don't typically do that. I could just, you know, put a pump on my hand and just start blending it in, but I feel like this gives me more control. There was something else I wanted to tell you guys about. I just literally forgot what that was. I have like 1,000 thoughts going on in my brain at one time. Okay, I'm going to use my Sauce powder to initially set my under eyes, if I can get it open. I don't know why it's giving me a hard time. There we go. And I have this little puff that I got with my little mini Givenchy powder. I'm going to actually use this to press the powder underneath the eyes. See, this is why the Real Technique little sponges will come in handy, because they're triangular, I think, or kind of like triangular at the top and have like a circle bottom. Don't quote me, but they're small, number one, and two, it would fit like perfectly underneath here to just like set just like this. This powder is so good. I just love the blurring effect. You can instantly tell the difference between the two. Okay, I am going to go in with a little loose powder. This is the Huda Beauty. This is the Cherry Blossom powder, and I'm going to use my other like little puff that I was using before to press this onto the skin. Now I'm going to make sure that I get right in here, because I do feel in editing, when I'm looking back at the footage, I feel like my pores in this area particularly are very defined, and I'm assuming that's because of the powder, but I don't know. I just want to make sure I take care of it though, because in person it really doesn't look that way, but I don't want it showing up on camera, off camera, in person, virtually. It don't matter. I don't want my pores showing up. For bronzer, I'm going to start off using this MAC bronzer. It is officially spring. I forgot to start with that, but so glad that the warm weather is knocking at the door. So I'm going to use her because she is beautiful for spring/summer. And I'm going to just start, of course, just tapping it in the usual places. This is just going to help just warm up the face and the skin, but I do want to add a little depth because the cream contour that I use, aka the concealer from Haus Labs, that pulls a little bit more warm, which I like and I'm okay with. You know, oh, okay, yeah. I was thinking to myself that I applied my skin tone concealer for the contour, but I didn't. And we are going to add some depth to it using none other than the ABH bronzer in Saddle. And for that, just to get that extra definition, instead of going in with the same brush, I'm actually going to use this little dome brush. You see the little definition versus no definition for real at all. I totally forgot to spray my face down when I blended in the foundation, but we're going to do it now. The skin looks really good, and it looks like skin, which I also love as well. It was a time where we would use foundation, but you wouldn't get this finish. Like, that's what I love so much about this Makeup by Mario foundation. It just looks so skin-like on the skin, and it looks good. Like, everything looks good. It looks like my skin, but enhanced a little bit, but not doing too much. Still not a natural beat, though. I did not bring any blush with me on the trip. Let's pop a little bit of this blush on the cheeks. This is just my Hourglass blush in ambient lighting. I use this one pretty frequently whenever I want like a nice flush of pink color on the cheeks. And because it's spring, we need to be given pink. And I'm just going to, whatever's left, just do that. Not sure it's doing anything for real, but sounds good, looks good. And I think that may be it, y'all. Lip gloss I have in my purse, so actually I can just put this one on. This is a lip oil from Bobbi Brown. I think I used this last time too. We're just going to pop this on the lips. So this is the look finished and complete. I really enjoyed hanging out with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. Of course, if you want to see everything that I got from Sephora, I will be doing short form content in terms of what I purchased on TikTok, Reels, and maybe even on YouTube Shorts. So check any 3 platforms for that video if you're interested and you want like a little sneak peek on all the products we'll be using moving forward. I love you guys, and I hope to see each and every one of you right back here on the next video or vlog, whichever one comes first.